guys, it's Melanie. I think you're gonna see this on Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Today I'm gonna be sharing my home fragrance empties with you guys, which I have sitting here in my little green bin. I was going to be doing a lip declutter today, but honestly today is my first time recording in like a week. No, it's been less than a week, but normally I tend to record at least 1 or 2 videos a day. I just feel really out of practice. Empties videos are easy, so I'm giving myself kind of an easy start to the week. And today I'm going to be recording these home fragrance empties and then also my beauty empties for the month. So I will have those ready to go. I am looking forward to being on a more regular schedule now that work has slowed down from the summer. All of my summer weddings are done. I feel really great about that. Anyway, I'm excited. Not that you guys care, but I'm gonna go ahead and dive right into my empties for the month. So these are the candles and wax melts that I used for the month of August, and I'm glad this month is over. It's been a hell of a month. Okay, I'm just gonna grab from the top. These are the drizzle melts in toasted coconut from Swan Creek. These are amazing. I finished these kind of late last week. Oh man, it smells like toasted coconut with a really gourmand, like authentic, expensive, like vanilla extract. It smells amazing. If you love anything coconut, you have to try these. Swan Creek make amazing candles and wax melts, plus they're huge, so you only need 1 versus 2. I think most people use 2 cubes. I think there are some people who are like die hard, especially Scentsy people, it seems like, who just swear by 1 cube. But for me, even with Scentsy, I gotta have 2 cubes. That's kind of my norm. So if you're ever wondering how many cubes I use at a time, for most like regular clamshell sizes, I'll use 2 of these, but you can see that just 1 Swan Creek massive melt is probably the equivalent of 2 from another brand. So anyway, I love these for the price. I think they're incredible. They are soy, and I think they're wonderful. They last several days, and I love every scent that I've ever tried from Swan Creek. Actually, I take that back. The only one that I didn't like was like their Southern sweet tobacco something. Oh God, that was terrible. Okay, Coastal Strawberry from Scentsy. I'm gonna try to go kind of quickly for you guys. This was something that Lisa brought when she came for her visit this month. It smells amazing. It's a very unique strawberry scent. It has a really green note along with that strawberry. It's almost kind of like earthy but fruity at the same time. It's really interesting. Anyway, you can't get it now because it's discontinued, but I really liked it, except it lasted like a day and then it was done. So probably wouldn't go for this one again unless they changed the formulation, if they came out with it again. Started with my Milk House Candle Creamery wax melts, and this is the pure vanilla. And so this was supposed to be fresh Madagascar vanilla bean. It did have a vanilla base, but it also smelled like baby powder to me when it was melting, which is weird because you don't get that when it's just sitting here in the container. But when I started melting it, I got baby powder mixed with vanilla, which for me, not great. Also, these didn't have much throw, which bums me out because I know there are a lot of people that swear by these. I do have a couple more. This weekend I'm going to be sharing a kind of decent sized like home fragrance and like fall decor haul. And I did buy a couple more of these, but I think I'm going to just stay away from the melts from now on. I don't know. They just don't perform as well as the Swan Creek. So I'm gonna probably stick with this because these are actually cheaper and you get far more wax than you do with the Milk House. But their candles are incredible, just so you know. Really like the candles, just not into the melts as much. Bring Back My Bar Happy Birthday. This smells like Funfetti birthday cake. This is obviously from Scentsy. gosh, it smells good. I mix this with Camu Camu from Scentsy. This is very fruity. It almost has like a passion fruit type scent to it. Has a bunch of different like tropical fruits incorporated, but these two together were amazing. I really like mixing bakery with either fruity or floral. It's just such a unique combination. Obviously you have to be careful with your bakery scents, but usually things that smell like either cookies or cakes are a safe bet. It smells like a tropical cake, which sounds kind of random, but these are incredible together. Highly recommend that. Another Milk House Creamery birthday cake. This was basically a dupe for Vanilla Pumpkin Marshmallow from BBW. So it's good, but again, the throw just wasn't there for me, and the lasting power just wasn't there for me. Like 2 days, barely 2 days, and I was done with these. So, and again, I used 2 cubes at a time. Meh. I'm gonna keep going with the melts. Herbal melts in birthday cake from Swan Creek. Smells like a birthday cake. Very generic, but smells good. I like this. I would definitely buy it again. So that's another good one from them. Pink Passion Fruit Gelato. This was in their sales section. I don't know if it still is, but if it is, you should get it, especially if you liked gelato from Bath & Body Works from their Italian collection a few years back. This is a dupe for that. I still have, I think, 2 of the little gelato, like the, what are they, like 4 ounces or whatever, the little candles. Smells just like it. When you smell them side by side, they're like dead on. So if you want a dupe for that, here you go, if you can still get your hands on it. I hope they come back with that at some point. Pink Tulips. This was a scent of the month from a while ago. I melted this with Sugar Cookie from Scentsy. These were really great together. So if you happen to have this as a backup, this is a beautiful floral. I really hope I can get my hands on this again someday. It's a really sophisticated floral. Very much like the same rose type note that you got in Pink Petal Tea Cake. Not exactly, but very similar. So this gave me that pink Petal Tea Cake. Am I saying it right? You guys know what I'm talking about. Gave me the same effect as that particular candle in just wax melt form. It wasn't as good as Pink Petal Tea Cake, but it was dang close. So these were delicious together. All right, let's start. Oh wait, geez, there's more. Goodness, I melted a lot this month. Pink Passion Fruit Gelato, another one of those. I had this going quite a bit at the beginning of the month. And Pink Raspberry Lemonade. This was a good one too. It smells exactly like pink raspberry lemonade. I mean, there's nothing like complicated about this. It's a raspberry lemonade. You'd get that lemon, but it's not like a lemon cleaner type note. It's just fresh, juicy, like you sliced open a lemon and then you made lemonade with it. It's sweet. Pop some raspberries in there. Almost candy-like, but also authentic, if that makes sense. This is a nice one. If you're still into summer stuff, if you're one of those people that really loves the summer, and you want a fun summer scent to maybe take you into like September or even October, I'm such a seasonal melter. Like I could never melt this. I was gonna say burn. Melt this at any other point of the year other than summertime, but I mean, if you just like fresh scents, here you go. Okay. Oh, and pink haze. I went through a pink haze as well. I'm telling you guys, I melted all over the house like crazy. It was every room. This one's nice. It smells like Aquilina's Pink Sugar. This is actually available in the fall catalog. I don't know why. It's totally not a fall scent. If you've ever smelled Aquilina's Pink Sugar, you know that's not a fall scent in any way, but smells good. I do love this perfume, so this one's a good one. All right, is that everything? Yeah, well, let's do these real quick. Okay, so these are still going, but I'm gonna be checking them here in the next like week. So Wild Huckleberry from Bath and Body Works, the wallflowers, really odd bitter note. Also the pomegranate that they have right now in that like essentials collection, essential oil collection that they have, which is ridiculous, by the way. But this is basically the same as that scent. It's just not good. It has a weird bitter note to it that when combined with that like fruity huckleberry pomegranate note, is just not great. So wouldn't recommend this at all. All right. And then I finished one of my little bulbs. I put this in here because I want to let you guys know that for most of my warmers, people ask me all the time, what warmers do you use? I use a combination of both Scentsy, because I think Scentsy warmers, I think they're really well made. They can be a little bit overpriced, but they are really well made. They have very unique designs. And I like that they come out with new ones constantly. That appeals to me. However, I have warmers from Walmart that work just as well as my Scentsy warmers. They're not as pretty. They're not as intricate. They're not as unique, but they work. So if you're on a tighter budget, go to Walmart and get like a $15 warmer. You don't have to spend $30 or $40 on the Scentsy warmer. But the reason that I also bring that up is that for most of my Scentsy warmers, which are 25-watt bulb warmers, I know it's recommended that you get the Scentsy bulbs, but I just get the Sensationals ones from Walmart. As long as they're 25 watt, I use them in my Scentsy warmers, and they work fine. Haven't had an explosion yet. Watch one happen now. But just make sure that if you have a 20-watt warmer from either Scentsy or Walmart, don't put a higher wattage bulb in there. There's a reason that there's different wattages. I don't know exactly what the science behind it is, but just follow the instructions. If it says 20-watt bulb, find a 20-watt bulb. If that means you have to order one from Scentsy, order one from Scentsy. Do not put a higher wattage into a lower wattage requiring warmer, if that makes sense. Just a little safety tip. I don't know. I do think that there is something to that, so just follow the instructions. But for the most part, I try to make sure that whatever warmer I get, that it's preferably 25-watt bulbs, because that's easiest, if that makes sense. So that's probably what you're gonna wanna look for if you want easy like me. Okay, let's get into the candles. Pink Sands and Petals. I love this. I managed to find a few backups of it. I burned the heck out of this. Like, you can see that I was like, I'm gonna get my money's worth. This was such a beautiful floral. I won't burn any more of these this year, but I have a couple. Well, I have like 4 or 5 for next year. I had thought about selling some of them on Mercari, but then I was like, nope, not gonna do it. By the way, I'm going to be doing a video about where I've been selling my candles, because I've had quite a few people ask me what I use and just kind of give a general review on it. There's like dust flying around. I will make that video next week sometime, I think. But anyway, this is beautiful. I won't be selling any of mine. Bath and Body Works had this out for like all of 50 seconds, and then we're like, yeah, no, we're gonna not put any more out. So bummer, because it was an amazing scent. Also, I like the glass. And sorry, my stomach is growling. I actually finished dinner like really early last night, and so I'm getting hungry a little bit earlier today. I'm still doing intermittent fasting, and I'm like hell-bent on not eating until noon, so you might hear my stomach growling. Paris Cafe from Bath and Body Works. You can see this one ended up in the crock. Oddly enough, the wicks didn't migrate. Normally they'll migrate to like the outside, but this was nice. It honestly did better in my crock than it did burning. When it got to the halfway point here, it just turned a little bit more bitter. I feel like the wax just started getting that like bitter burn smell to it, and combined with coffee just made it smell like bitter coffee. So Once I put it in my candle crock, then it was fine. So if you don't know what a candle crock is, I will put a link down below. Warning, however, it looks like candle crocks are just generally being discontinued. I managed to find a backup of my beloved one. I'll show it on Saturday. But they just don't seem to be being made anymore, which is a bummer because they're amazing. So if you have one, hang on to it. Even if you don't like the way that it looks, I don't know, wrap tin foil around it. Some of the candle crocks can be kind of ugly, but I managed to find a really pretty one. So I love mine. I will cherish it for as long as it is around. I hope it never dies. Paradise from Root. That you can see this one ended up in the crock. So, and then when I took it out, it wasn't hardened yet. And so it kind of solidified at a tilt here. But, this was lovely. I found that when I get to like almost like this point right here, I just can't smell it as well. I can still smell it, just not as well. So at that point, I just put it in the crock and it throws a lot more, and I get like 4 more days of continuous warming in the crock. So, yeah, this is fantastic. I have several backups of this as well. Love it. Sorry, talking a lot. There's still a few more to go, you guys. Honey and Tangerine from BBW. This is what I'm talking about with the wicks migrating out. After you put a candle in a crock, you do not want to light it again, because if you light a wick that is way out here by the edge of the glass, you are risking that glass shattering, and you're gonna have a waxy mess on your hands, not to mention a potential fire. So just don't do it. Once you decide to put this in the crock, like, it's done. The wax does not disappear when you're just warming it. The essential oils, well, I don't think there's essential oils in here, but the oils escape, the fragrance oils escape, and then you're just left with wax that smells like nothing. I really like Honey Tangerine. The one that I have left, I am gonna be selling, however, because I have a feeling they'll come out with it again this year. And I really like it, but I don't love it, and I really do need to like pare down my collection. I've got too much still. Another wax melt from Goose Creek, French Autumn. You've seen this in several empties. It smells really good. Beautiful perfumey floral. I just don't buy from Goose Creek anymore though, so. Honeybee, another one that ended in the crock. Really nice honey fragrance, like a honey floral. It was beautiful. Not one that I needed a backup of, so I never purchased any backups. This one stopped kind of smelling when it got to this point, but once again, when I put it in the crock, it smelled up the whole house for like several days after. So I don't know what it is with the Bath & Body Works candles lately, but they just seem to peter out. Now, for a normal person, I think a normal person would have continued to burn this and they would have been fine. But I just like my fragrances to be like a 9 out of 10. 8 out of 10 is kind of like, I guess 8 or 9 out of 10 is ideal for me. But when it starts being like a 5 or 6 out of 10, that's just not enough fragrance for me. So anyway, but when I put it in the crock, it was fine. Ooh, I hate finishing these. This is Berry Waffle Cone. Oh, I love this one. This has like no scent left in it. I literally left this in the crock for like, I think a week afterwards, because I was like, I'm getting every single ounce of fragrance out of this. This is one of the best candles that Bath & Body Works has come out with in a very long time. And of course, once again, it was out for like 50 seconds, and then they were like, yeah, no, we're gonna do away with it. Everybody really loved it, so we're just gonna get rid of it. You can see I burned it down completely. It burned flawlessly. There was no soot. It burned to the end, and then I put it in my crock. So there was this little tiny bit of wax left at the bottom here, but I got a ton of fragrance out of it, and I love this. Plus I love this purple glass. Stella likes to keep this because purple's her favorite color, so I'm gonna clean that up for her, and she can put her little toys and trinkets in there. And I think that's everything. Yep, I just got a couple lids down here. So, by the way, I keep these lids for collections that don't come with lids. And what I will do is I will wash them to get most of the fragrance out of the lid. Like this one still smells like the honey. I think this came with the honey bee. I think this is what this came with. But I'll wash them, and then candles that don't come with lids, I'll just save them for those. And so that's what I do. Helps with storage. Because these particular candles only come with the dust cover. So anyway, that is it. Thank you guys for putting up with this video. I think it was probably pretty long. I'm gonna upload this footage and then get going on my beauty empties, which you will likely see tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.